Welcome to the My Brain, My Happiness podcast. My name is Joe, and on each episode, it is my goal to spread awareness on mental health. No, I'm not a therapist, a psychiatrist, or a medical doctor. I'm just a guy who has had a lifelong relationship with mental illness, specifically OCD. Together with you, I want to blow the roof off the stigma that comes with having a mental illness. You need to know you're not alone. I promise this podcast will be upbeat and positive. My goal with each episode is to make you understand that you don't have to take this on alone or in silence. Now let's change some lives. Hey everybody, welcome to My Brain, My Happiness, episode number 15. Getting so close to 20 episodes. I'm just really excited. Listen, I'm not getting that many listens yet, but I'm really determined that I'm going to make this thing work. Why? Because I believe in myself. I do. I believe in myself, and I believe in the people who listen to me, and I know that I'm out here helping people, and I think if you are trying to do good things in the world, good things will happen to you. And so I don't care if I make money off this thing or not. I just want to help as many people as I can. And that's bringing awareness to mental illness. That's talking about motivation. That's talking about self-healing. And, you know, like I said, I'm not a doctor, not a therapist, as I say in the intro. And I know it's kind of a long intro. And if you guys want me to change that, I will. Just let me know, because I'm always up to improving the podcast, right? I just want to make it better, and I want to make it for something people to tune into. Couple of housekeeping announcements. So I'm having my first guest that's going to be on the podcast next week for my beginning of the week podcast, and that is my daughter, Jessica. My daughter, Jessica, suffers from OCD, just like I do. She's also a pharmacist, and we can talk about medication. We can talk about what it's like to live life with OCD and mental illness and depression, but also how you can really succeed in life regardless. It doesn't have to be something that holds you back. Now, I'd like to do something special for my friend Tom, who says this is his favorite part of the podcast. That's me cracking open my Diet Coke and getting settled in. I'm trying to get my buddy Tom out on this podcast too. He lost like 125 pounds through perseverance and determination. And the guy's running marathons now, and he's just a true inspiration. And I think he'd be great out here. So, you know what, dude? You need to come out here and you need to record this with me. And I'm probably pissing you off right now by saying that, but you know, I know you're listening, because you told me you listen. So there. All right. Today I want to talk about, self-belief and achieving greatness. They go hand in hand. They really do. In order to achieve greatness, you need to really believe that you can. The reason why you haven't achieved what you want isn't the thing that you want. It's because you don't believe that you can do it. All you have to do is believe you can do something, and if you work at it, you can do it. You just have to believe. And there's so many people that just live with self-doubt, and they look for any kind of excuse or reason to not do the work. But it's really the goal is not the impossible part. It's your brain holding you back, and you telling yourself that you can't do it. What are you destined to do? What are your motives? Find out what those are, and then to say, what steps am I going to take to fucking get there? I mean, you got to just plan it out. You know what you want. Listen, I thought about doing this podcast forever and a day. I thought about how was I going to, get out here and spread the message of mental illness and motivation, and I went out and got my fucking life coaching certificate. I've taken all kinds of life coaching classes. I'm on my way to get my master life coach certificate. But I'm also on TikTok making videos out there, and I've started this podcast, and this all just makes me happy. It makes me happy because I know that I'm helping people. So those are the steps that I'm taking. And I'm going to keep at working at this because I know that someday I am going to make it by doing this. People are going to listen to me, they're going to tune in, and they're going to be looking forward to hearing my podcast every fucking time I put one out there. That's right. Every fucking time. And I swear like a fucker. I do. I drop F-bombs all the time. And if you don't want to hear the salty language, I would suggest, trying to find a different podcast. There's plenty of them out there that can give you the same motivation. Maybe even better, but they won't deliver it the way I do. Because I talk to you like you're sitting right across the table from me. Anyway, we all have techniques. We all have talents, right? And all you have to do is learn the techniques. Learn the techniques that you've been blessed with. But if you don't believe in yourself, it's not going to happen. So you got to continue to believe and understand that, say, on this day, right here, right now, this is my day. And then you're going to hold on tight and fucking don't let go. Don't let go. And then you just, boom, take off, man, and start doing what you were born to do. Whatever it is. You belong here. You belong here, and you need to sell yourself every day on your abilities. Your belief in yourself will manifest into what you are trying to do. This is the truth. Whatever we have in our lives is what I'm trying to say, but not gracefully enough. Whatever we have in our lives is a result of our subconscious. We believe that we should have what we have. And it's all a result of our self-conscious. We believe that we deserve what we have. It's us ourselves. We convince ourselves. Our subconscious convinces ourselves that we have what we have because we deserve it. But you know what? Most of us sell ourselves short every day. Every day we sell ourselves short with our beliefs. You have the ability to achieve so much more. It's all about self-talk. Talking to yourself. It's just so important. Overcoming the negative talk and thinking sometimes you have to stand up to yourself. You have to stand up and say, shut the fuck up. And have persistence and consistency and courage and master self-awareness. These are the keys to finding your talents. Your gifts can take you to places that you never knew existed. The key is to find your talents. We all have them. We all have something special that we can do. You find it, you develop it, and then you make it work for you, and you reach heights that you never thought you could reach. We look at successful people. So many people want to mimic what successful people do. But it's not about their actions. It's not their actions you need to mimic. It's their mindset. They have a mindset, they're like, I can do this, and they do it. You can't just mimic what somebody does or how they dress and think that I'm going to fucking be just like them. No, they're there because they believed in themselves. They're there because of their mindset. They're there because they found their talent and they worked at it and they developed it and they honored it and they became successful. Everything rises and falls on our perspectives. We also need to do things like respect the temple that's called our body. You have to do the hard things, like to get in shape, go to the gym, exercise. It leads to a happier, not only healthier life, it leads to a happier life, and it leads to a more confident life, and it makes you believe you can do even more. When you start conquering things and you start dropping weight and you start building muscle, you are like, fuck, I can do this. I can do this. But the problem is people don't want to do the hard work. They think about going to the gym and they're like, oh my God, fuck that. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Well, if you want to achieve where you want to be, you got to do it. You got to get up and do it and stop letting your negative bullshit thoughts hold you back. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on yourself, and no matter what, know that you have work to do. You have work to do, develop those talents, and get to where you need to be in life. Now get up and get it done. This is My Brain, My Happiness. This has been Joe. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this helped motivate you a little bit. And like I said, tune in next week for the beginning of the week. I will have my first episode with a guest on it. And I am so happy that it's going to be my beautiful daughter, who I love to death. Peace, everybody. Have a great weekend.